Sheikh Muzaffar, when you look at the youth structure at the region, it's new. When you look at the regional structure, also it's new.
Yes.
These two structures are new.
Yes.
How are you coping up? Because new. Do you think it was the right time to introduce these structures, or we could delay it, then we plan more?
Now, it is these structures that ushered in the youth representation.
So
of the
you cannot just start cutting your own.
Yes, of course. We must appreciate the value of these structures. Because it is out of these structures that I managed to be at the General Assembly. By forming the ad hoc committees, we had electoral colleges, and then I had to come to the General Assembly. So, though the structures are new, but they have been of a very significant role in the side of the youth representation. Yes. The regional structures were guided that they are for purposely monitoring of Muslim districts. And these regional structures, they only comprise of two people. That is the regional assistant to the Mufti and his secretary. There is no chairman, there is no treasurer, there is no. So the regional assistant to the Mufti supervises the region on behalf of the Mufti. So we cannot blame.
It's not time to blame.
Yes. It is time for the fact we must give it time. As we are in the structures to see how better we can actually fight within.
Your first time, take us through your first time in General Assembly, where there is a generation gap. You're young, you have elders, we have the land sheikhs, we have the land from the secular world. I'm looking at your first day in the UMS General Assembly.
My first day, as you know, it wasn't all that easy. But since I came with a lot of confidence for representation, I had to stand firm. Yes, I had to stand firm because my colleagues had entrusted me. I couldn't say.
So you had the whole Eastern region at your back.
So I had to put it in mind that the moment I lag behind here, I'm failing my colleagues behind. So we had the first General Assembly on the 3rd of December 2022, and the very biggest challenge we
I know it was a learning process.
It was a learning process.
The biggest challenge you're talking about?
The biggest challenge was that we came in, and the very first activity we were meant to conduct was election.
I remember.
So in the process of elections, it was very hot. With wrangles, inherited wrangles that we wouldn't know, we were not aware. So we were being
in the pool.
We were being educated to also join the wrangles. It was a very challenging issue, but Alhamdulillah, we were guided. We also had to critically look into the matter.
Why do you call it wrangles? I know scholars agree to disagree. Sometimes we at one moment we might not disagree, but then have to move on.
You will termed it that scholars agree to disagree. So we understand things differently. We must understand that. So I'm happy that you know that we agree to disagree.
True.
But there's someone who doesn't understand that.
Of course, I'm a scholar. Never know.
Alhamdulillah.
So that first day was challenging because it was taking through a lot of lessons.
It was a little bit challenging, but Alhamdulillah, the advantage we had is that we were together as the National Youth Council. We're together as the National Youth Council. Our decisions were bound together. We took general decisions. We were not misled. We came out of the General Assembly without any malice, and in the end it moved well.
Some lesson in that first maiden General Assembly?
The lessons in the maiden General Assembly, one, always consult before anything.
I remember when the chairman came in. By then I think the chairman was His Eminence the Mufti.
Yes.
Like before you do anything, he quoted the Constitution. Actually, I like the quotation of the Constitution.
Yes.
The citation and whatever was a learning process for me.
So remember, we came in as a new representatives of the General Assembly without even having any knowledge on the constitution.
Really?
Of course, now we had just been elected. The constitution is new. It has ushered us into leadership. We had not gone through it. They are reading quotations that we had not mastered yet. So that is where
it's another, now I can say, a challenge.
Yes.
How do you come in to stand into all these processes without knowing the constitution that is mandating you to do this?
The constitution mandates us to represent.
Yes.
And it gives us...
And you're standing in using that same constitution.
Now, I told you in the first time that Uganda Muslim Supreme Council has a challenge of a lack of enough finances to support the structures. Okay. Now, after amending the constitution, we expected that Uganda Muslim Supreme Council would distribute these constitutions down. Okay. So that by the time we come, we have gone through these constitutions, but by that time, it was not done in the way that I've explained. Okay. But Alhamdulillah, after all, after everything,
everything has normalized now.
It has normalized. The institution is moving on very well.
Okay. When you look into this leadership now, you are youth, we have our elders, we have the middle-aged. How are you tackling the generational gap in the leadership where you are?
Now, we are youth representatives. We foster youth interest in the General Assembly, but also we represent the Muslim community.
Oh, mashallah.
So in the representation, we don't differentiate between the youth and the aged. Okay. When we are fostering the interest of the Muslim community, we talk about the youth, we talk about the women, we talk about the elders, we talk about every age for as long as someone is a Muslim, not leaving behind the youth. Okay. So even the elders also have the trust in us. Because there is something that may fail to be presented by an elder and it can be presented by the youth.
I know.
Yes.
Okay. You're still watching UBC TV program Inside Islam. I have brother Muzaffar Qasim, the youth representative from Eastern Region, UMSC structure. He's taking us through his journey into this leadership. Now, the youth have mandated you to deliver and do work for them.
Yes.
So far, how is the situation in Eastern Region? In the empowerment, and in the education?
In Eastern Region, now as Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, there are certain things that we have given first priority. For example, unity of the Muslim community, development of the Muslim community, and of course academic transformation of the Muslim community. As I talk, in the Eastern Muslim region, I may say we have achieved at least 80% of the unity.
Okay, they are united.
It is very hard.
Of course, when you're stretching from Jinja, Nile, to the other side, there is no disunity.
No disunity.
Seriously.
Yes. Yeah. And even if it is there,
it is minimal.
It is minimal. And for the fact the disunity we have, it is not termed as disunity, but disagreement. We may have different opinions. Yes, we only have different opinions. You have an opinion, I have an opinion. I respect yours, respect mine, and you also move together as the Muslim community. Okay. So unity, alhamdulillah, we are moving well. The youth, we are united. That is the first part. Of course, before I move to unite other categories of the Muslim community, I first begin with my constituency, the I'm representing. The regional representatives, we are together. I'm also working hard to say that districts, there are no disputes, of course, because as you know, the youth, we come into leadership with a lot of expectations. Yes, you have
a lot of excitement.
A lot of excitement, a lot of expectations. There are some who came hoping that they will get finances within the structures, akasente mwekali, and after coming they are finding something different. So district chairpersons trying to explain to the subordinates, they fail to understand, chairman, you're eating our money. So you go in to intervene to say that at least these people are together.
Okay.
Unity is there among the Muslim community and majorly the youth.
Okay.
Development, that one we have been challenged a little bit due to lack of finances, of course. In the Eastern Muslim region, we have a few districts that have youth offices.
Oh.
Yes, of course we wanted to begin by that. I wanted to begin by that, having an address.
Okay.
Each district leader to have an address. At the regional level, we have an address as the youth.
Okay.
So that if we are to host anyone from Kampala, Brother Rashid, I'm not going to take you in my room at home.
Okay.
You
must have an office.
You are coming on an unofficial visit. I must have an office where I must put you.
Okay.
So we are looking forward to have offices, but it has been a challenge. But inshallah, we hope to achieve that.
Okay.
Because we are mobilizing, we are working together with the district qadis, with the RK to see that we have addresses.
Okay.
Inshallah. So development, we are trying, though it has been a little bit hard. And then academic transformation, as you said, we are trying our level best.
Okay.
To lobby. To lobby.
Scholarships.
We are in touch. Majorly me, I'm in touch with the secretary for education and sports.
Juma Bakiti
Chuchu. I'm always coordinating with him. I'm always inquiring what is there, what is in the office, sir, what is in the office, father. That's that I share with my colleagues down.
Okay.
And he's always giving me updates. In case of anything, I contact my colleagues.
Okay.
Whoever has documents, pass through the offices, or come, I take you.
Okay.
Yes. There are also some local scholarships, some local bursaries that happen in the region, certain schools. We are trying to say that at least we lobby for them.
Okay.
Some Muslim students also fail to raise tuition. We got such issues.
Okay. And how do you handle? Because
yes, of course,
you handicapped with finances.
Of course, now with handling, we know the importance of giving alms, the sadaqah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you join hands.
We join hands, and then we say, you know what? There is a student at Nkomeses. There is a student at Islamic University in Uganda. He has been denied an access.
Have you been to Nkomeses?
Nkomeses, for the fact it is a Muslim project, I've never been there. So
as a student?
No, not as a student.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are trying to say that at least we handle.
Because I know Nkomeses is one amongst the biggest schools in Bali.
Yes, it is one of the biggest schools in Bali.
Okay.
And we are proud of it.
Okay. One of the challenges we've been facing at the Muslim fraternity and UMSC structures is awareness and perception change.
Yes.
Sometimes you could do everything, but then the perception of your population, the awareness.
Yes.
How far are you handling the perception? Because you need to change the perception, the analogy into our community.
Now, the first thing we did, and we are trying to do, is strengthening the structures. If we are to change the perception of the community, we must work on the flow of information. Okay. If I have anything, I must make sure that though I'm in Kampala, this issue that I have, if I want to change the mindset of my people in Sebei, I must be in touch with my colleague the other side to see that I have information. It flows very well up to down.
Okay.
We are trying our level best to change
the
perception and understanding of our people, majorly the youth.
Okay.
For example, we are initiating annual counseling and guidance programs for the youth.
Okay.
And in these counseling and guidance programs, of course, people are going always to be coming. We brief them about their mighty institution, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council.
Okay.
We inform them what Uganda Muslim Supreme Council is all about and why is it important to support Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, and who is Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, because people think Uganda Muslim Supreme Council is the headquarters.
The Mufti.
Is the Mufti, yes, forgetting that they are the Uganda Muslim Supreme Council.
Yes.
So that is one of the ways we are using to change the perception of the people towards this institution.
Okay. Sheikh Muzaffar, Honorable Muzaffar, because now we have two in one. You're Honorable, you're Sheikh, and you're my brother.
Alhamdulillah.
Are you soon coming up with a strategy of us Muslims contributing towards our noble cause? Because One of the key factors you're mentioning is the finances.
Yes.
How about you coming up with the annual contributions that you can keep contributing for our cause?
Annual contributions have been in place.
Oh.
Only that mobilization has been very low.
Okay.
Yes. Of course, it has ever come on ground. Children contributing, was it 200?
That is cool.
Even at the mosque,
Oh.
maybe this side, but the other side we had it. Yes, His Eminence, the district had initiated the program the other side.
Okay.
That at the end of every year, let each child be contributed for 100 shillings. If I'm not mistaken, it must be 100 or 200. And then an elder, 500 shillings, like that.
Okay.
Though it was weekend and it is not.
Why do you say it was weekend?
It was weekend due to the perception, as you said. So we need to make a lot of mobilization, teach our people how important is it to give this kind of sadaqah, and how is it important in the leadership of Uganda Muslim Supreme Council.
Okay. 1 year down the road, you're celebrating the Muslim Youth Day.
Yes.
What are you celebrating?
We are celebrating one representation of the Muslim youth. It is very important. We must appreciate, and we must.
Because what I know tomorrow.
Yes.
Not it tomorrow.
It is
tomorrow.
That
the Old Kampala
Playground. The awaited days tomorrow.
Okay. You'll be at the Old Kampala Playground. And
yes.
Okay. So what are you celebrating in this 1 year?
Our colleagues are coming from different parts of Uganda to celebrate.
You're here for that?
Yes, I'm here purposely for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But why?
We are celebrating this. One, the theme of the day will be Muslim youth participation in poverty eradication programs.
Okay.
So, basing on the theme, we hope and have that understanding that if the Muslim youth come, we shall have that engagement part of it. Engagement, yes. Okay. We want to see that we are engaged with our colleagues down there. We are celebrating because this has not been there in the past years.
Okay. And since 1972.
Since 1972. We had, there was some leadership, but at least for us, since we were born, this is the leadership of our country. So we are happy. We are celebrating because we want to create awareness of this leadership. Of this new kind of leadership. It has not been there. This is why we called the guest of honor to be His Excellency, the President of this nation, of this state. Yes, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. We want to introduce to him that, Your Excellency, among the people you are heading, among the people you are leading, you have the Muslim fraternity. And among the Muslim fraternity, you have the younger generation. And it is here today to thank you for having wisely led this nation. And it is here kindly requesting that you engage it in your development programs. So I think you can see how important it is to celebrate this day. Yes.
Okay, mashallah. I have my colleague who is in Bulambuli. How is he benefiting from this celebration of yours?
He's benefiting because...
Maybe only leaders celebrate benefiting. What about my fellow youth who is in Bugema? Who is in Bulambuli? Who is in Sironko?
I'm happy you know these places.
Of course. Of course, there is even this one of this side of Tororo.
Yes. So this is a Muslim function, Muslim youth function. It is not a leadership function. Had it been a leadership function, we would have called a National Muslim Leaders Conference. But
so it is open to everyone.
It is open to everyone. It is open to everyone. As I told you, we are creating awareness of the Muslim representation. We are creating awareness of the availability of the youth, of the needy youth in the Muslim community. So it is not we the leaders to benefit. It is our subordinates to benefit. Because we are just here to represent. We are here to organize what our colleagues will benefit from. So it is a national event, and for the fact I apologize to our colleagues. Previously, we had announced a National Muslim Week as you must be aware.
Yes, yes, I remember it was a week,
yes.
but then narrowed it down to
yes,
one
it was a week that was meant to have a marathon of activities, but we called it off due to financial constraints. Yes, we faced a lot of challenges in finance.
Of course.
I must appreciate Brother Habib, the Honorable Chairman. He has done a lot.
Okay.
He has struggled.
So you chose wisely?
Yes, we voted him wisely.
Okay.
We are proud as the National Youth Council.
Okay.
Because this it would fail.
Oh.
We had to cut off the other days that we're making up the National Muslim Week,
okay,
to call it the National Muslim Youth Day celebrations.
Recently, when I was going through your literature,
yes,
Eastern region, I got to know that you're in the process of constructing the offices, and you have some programs going on. Can you enlighten us about it?
For the fact, as I told you,
and where are you getting the finances for that?
Yes. The Muslim leadership, we had a challenge of leading without address.
So you everywhere?
We are everywhere.
Office
yes, once give me something, alhamdulillah.
Then the stamp, you move the stamp in your bag.
The stamp is in the bag, it is in the vehicle. It was very unprofessional.
Okay.
So, His Eminence, the regional assistant to the Mufti, has initiated.
Who is the His Eminence, the regional assistant to the Mufti?
His Eminence, Sheikh Dr. Ahmad Hamid Wandega is the regional assistant to the Mufti in charge of Eastern Muslim.
I remember he was the district Qadi Sironko.
Yes, he was the district Qadi Sironko, and then he was elevated to that position. So he has initiated that program of constructing regional offices. These regional offices will be a multi-purpose project.
What do you mean?
We are proud of it because it will benefit the youth.
Okay.
It will have offices, an office building, which will of course constitute of the regional assistant's office, and of course offices of the youth leadership.
Okay, mashallah.
I'm happy the youth are also inclusive in that struggle of having an address.
Okay.
It will also have a health or medical center. Yes.
Okay.
And these are the things that have been lacking in the Muslim community. In Eastern Muslim region, we don't have any Muslim medical institute. And
in Eastern region, you have many of the Muslim scholars.
Yes, exactly. And we have doctors.
So you have even you have even the big money at the apex of Islam.
But alhamdulillah, now we are now working on it. We are making use of these scholars that you're talking about. So we shall have a medical institute on the same ground. We shall have development programs like, of course, technical institutions to train our imams, to train the youth on hand-on skills, to go back and have that self-sustainability programs back home. So the project is a wide project. It will be of beneficial to the Muslim community of Eastern Muslim region.
Now, Brother Muzaffar, you are talking about lack of funds.
Yes.
At the challenge.
Yes.
And again, you're starting a project where you're going to inject out of money.
Which is a multi-million project.
So, where are you getting the funds?
Of course, it is the Muslim community. Muslims can fund these programs. It is we leaders to come up with an organized kind of fundraising, an organized program. Muslims are ready to fund these programs with chikumi. 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 100,000, a million. This project will be seen as a success. It will not stand as a whole at once. We are first.
So it's a process, stage by stage.
We are first going to build the regional offices.
Okay.
Secondly, we build the mosque, the grand mosque.
Okay.
And then as time goes on, we have a medical institute.
Okay.
It is a gradual process.
Okay.
As time goes on, we again make another fundraising. We have a technical institute.
Okay.
The land is there, over 5 acres.
Every project must have a time frame and a duration.
Yes.
So which duration are you giving us?
We have given regional offices a duration of 1 year.
Okay.
At least.
Then after this whole project is taking us how long?
The whole project is taking this term. of my
5
leadership.
years?
Yes.
Inshallah. I'm sure you'll even come back, because after finishing this project, you can't just go like that.
I don't think I'll be a youth here by then.
Really?
Yeah, because youth come.
You'll be 35 years? No.
I will calculate and I tell you.
No, not yet. I'm sure. Brother Muzaffar, we have 2 minutes to end the show. MashaAllah. Anything to tell our youth in the Muslim Eastern?
I have 2 issues to tell the youth of Eastern and the youth of the nation.
It's okay.
One, I call upon the youth of Eastern to support the multipurpose project that is being conducted by the regional assistant to the Mufti and the entire Muslim community of Eastern Muslim region. Please embrace this project, support it, come in. It is a Muslim community. It is not. It is a Muslim program. It is a Muslim project. It is not a personal project. Support it. It will be beneficial to the coming generation. And then my fellow youth of this nation, Northern, Western, Central, I call you to come and join us tomorrow as we celebrate our day at the national headquarters. Of course, we shall be at Kampala, at Old Kampala SS grounds. Come, let us learn, let us make social capital, let us make new friends, let us share with the president. And should I wind up?
No, I have a quick one.
Yes.
Sheikh Muzaffar, Honorable Muzaffar, Brother Muzaffar, where do you see UMSC in 5 years having gotten the youth on board?
We see ourselves achieving a lot of things in the 3 issues I told you: unity, development, and academic transformation. I am very sure that with the inclusiveness of the youth, we shall have an educated Muslim community. Yes, because
your last word in a second.
I conclude by
you can make your last word in the language that benefits everyone who is in Bulambuli.
As I've always told you, I have Sebei, I have
so it's a
English is inclusive. My dear colleagues in Eastern Muslim region, I appreciate you for entrusting me with this leadership. I promise I will make a very good representation that you expect of me. I send my sincere regards to all my Muslim community in Eastern Muslim region. I wish you the best. My family, in a special way, my father, Namanyonyi, my mother, I love you all, and the entire family, my brothers and sisters. Thank you very much. I love you all.
Thank you so much, Brother Honorable Muzaffar Kasim, for the good discussion, mashallah. Hopefully next time I'll have a representative from West Nile,
inshallah,
or Northern, East Uganda, or West Uganda, mashallah. Thank you so much for coming around, mashallah. Just wish you a fruitful day tomorrow.
Thank you.
Now, I want to thank Brother Muzaffar for the good discussion, mashallah. Hopefully we join the youth tomorrow at Old Kampala grounds. I'm Rashid Chiwanuka. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
أنصتوا واسمعوا فجل الأمور بدت في خفاء قنابلهم كالسموم تدار فما من صدوق وما من إخاء فالشمم يحاك لكم أمتي يريد الفناء ورب السماء فيا أمتي أنصتوا واسمعوا فجل الأمور بدت في خفاء قنابلهم كالسموم تدار